ratio between your height and weight, and the ratio is very simple. Less than 18 BMI, you need to have a fat donation, Between 18 and 25, so just remember like round figures instead of decimals. Less than 18, you're too thin. 18 and 24, you're normal. 25 to 30, overweight. Above 30, obesity. So it's kind of like just a way to remember things, like where you want to be. Our program starts when the BMI is more than 30, because that's become a medical condition. So since we have a medical weight loss program, it has to be above 30. So as soon as your BMI hits less than 30, we let you do a weight loss yourself and graduation, and then call it graduation. And mostly I've seen those patients, we have seen it like, since we train patients well, so they get the gist of the program, so they can implement program at their homes or without our supervision most of the time. So that's a good thing. So it's not like, you have seen other weight loss programs, Nutrient 2 and this and that. People flare up. You lose weight and then you gain weight. And you lose weight and gain weight. Not good, Good for them because they keep selling you the diet. So now question number one is, which is better? I mean, I'm sure in your lifetime you have gone to multiple doctors, and generally it's a knob question. You know what the knob question is? When the doctor is at the knob of the door, and the patient asks, hey doc, how would I lose weight? You just told me lose weight. And he will say, well, do more exercise and eat less, and then he's gone. And, well, he's not wrong, but it's like a whole universe, like really, like, you need some help, right? How much is enough, and how much should I be eating, how much that person should be eating, how much exercise then, or does the exercise really works, So, and the reason doctors do that, because they have not have any formal education of weight loss themselves. I mean, in our residency schools and in medical schools, there's no weight loss program at all. Believe me that. So we've been trained extensively, like 90% of our training, because I did internal medicine and I did nephrology. And that's like, majority of training for most doctors. We get mostly trained in the intensive care and on the hospital floors. Very less training on the outpatient clinics, which is actually more of prevention. Nothing on the weight loss at all, nothing on pain management. So when you come to the practical life, it's opposite. So I don't know why, and I think the reason is because, I'll tell you maybe the reason is why. The reason is because the training is provided by the hospitals. Now, each hospital get paid for each resident $200,000 per year, revenue from the government. They pay only $40,000 to the resident, so they keep 160 grand in their pocket.
Wow.
Right? Now, it's a cheap labor. Well, because they're going to be working as a doctor on the floor. Since they have a hospital, they're going to train in the hospital, right? So, by definition, you are actually being trained on taking care of very sick patients who are almost on the other side of the fence. They've already been sick, they've been dying on the vents, isolation, and everything. A little bit training in the clinic, and that's really boring for us when we're there. Oh my God, we have to go to the clinic today. But when you come to the practical life, my God, everything is outpatient. You barely go to the hospital. So then you're kind of like struggling. And after a while, people get there, but it takes time. So, if somebody asked my suggestion, I would do opposite, The whole idea is prevent things.
Yeah.
But again, it's the nature of the beast, What will the hospital eat if you are all healthy, right? What the CEO call the ER guy, hey, keep my beds full. What are you going to do, right? He's looking for ambulance. Oh, where's the ambulance going to show up? And this is the fact. I mean, this is the nature of the beast. Hospice, same thing. We talked about the hospice. I didn't know that till last week, how much the hospice get paid. So one of my patients, he is a hospice director. So he moved from LA and he said, hey, how about you want to start a hospice? I said, listen, that's my pet peeve. You shouldn't be talking. I always say. So he says, per day, just pushing the morphine, they get paid like $700 a day. And so in 30 days, they're paying $250,000 for each patient. So that's, you have 10 patients, you're making, do the math. I said, listen, there's a lot of things you can do that, you know. There's a business of cremation and everything, but I have my boundaries, and I'm on, you know, on this side, and my job is to not go there. So let's change the topic and talk something else. So I'm sure you didn't like that. So this is the roadmap for weight loss, right? That's exercise. That's your weight loss. So the roadmap for weight loss, right? Like, you see, this is diet, that's exercise, that's your weight loss, and then you go to your health. So you become healthy if you lose weight loss. You have weight loss, correct? So is that true or not? Well, it is partially true because you don't really need exercise to lose weight. Exercise is a very ineffective way to lose weight because we are very efficient machines. I mean, remember, I don't know if you can, I shouldn't say remember. In the caveman time, you know, food was limited, and so evolutionary got very efficient. With very little food, we can do a lot of things, running all day long, doing a lot of things. So it takes millions of years to change our genetics. And in a very short period of time after that, like, you know, 10,000 years, and then last 200 years, and last 100 years, the food industry evolved a lot, you know. So there's an abundance of food everywhere. And, you know, everywhere you go, how you entertain each other? Food. Buy one, get three free, or whatever, you know. So a lot of food everywhere. So since we are not very efficient in burning fat, we are very efficient in saving calories. So we gain weight very quickly. On the same note, we cannot lose a lot of weight by exercise because we are very efficient by definition. So exercise, so if you eat one donut, 500 calories in one donut, I'm just generally saying, 2 donuts will be like 1,000 calories. To burn two donuts, you will have to run around 20 miles, so from Foothills to Tecna every day. 2 donuts, right? So obviously you're going to have back issues and everything. It's not possible. So for somebody saying lose weight by exercising, it is going to be wrong and frustrating. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you think you should lose weight and it's not happening. So eventually you're going to give up, right? And then you're going to blame it to your genetics and to your grandfather. Right? Like, I have a bad genetics. It is not. It's the bad advice. The bad advice is because if you do the math, I mean, we are very efficient machine. I mean, if you climb 10 stairs, you will probably lose 50 calories. So that's a lot of like 10 stairs or 10 floors. So that's why when I start talking to the patient for the very first time, I tell them, don't talk about the exercise. It's not going to work. And they think I'm a crazy doctor who's against the exercise. And I'm not against the exercise. Exercise is good for cardiovascular thing and everything else, but it's not good for, it's not going to get you from point A to point B for weight loss. Well, same definition, bicycling. Now, what the bicycle does, bicycle is a machine, an efficient machine. It will carry you from point A to point B with minimum calories. So exercising by doing bicycling would also not be a very efficient way to lose weight. So if you have to pick up one exercise to lose weight, that would be most ineffective or inefficient exercise, right? So what is the most effective exercise? That's climbing stairs. The stairmaster, climb master, stairs, climbing stairs, because you're going against the full body weight, and within a limited period of time, you will burn more calories if you have to pick up the exercise. So again, don't worry about the exercise. All right, let's go to the next. So yes, you can skip the exercise, you can lose the weight, and you still be healthy. So I put a X mark, no exercise. Okay, so then question is what kind of diet, how much diet, right? So we excluded the exercise for discussion purposes, and we said you can do it. And there's a second reason I'm kind of like not in favor of exercise. When people do exercise, they feel it that they earned it and they have to eat it now, right? In the gym they have, well, as a matter of fact, Planet Fitness have once a week, free pizza day. And if you go to their check-in window, they have a jar full of candies. I'm like, what kind of gym is that, man? So I think they want the people keep coming, whatever reason it might be. So, I'm like, it's crazy. So, as I said, people feel obligated or feel that they earned it, they have to eat food, and that's counterproductive because you might be burning less calories, and then you're eating more calories right after the exercise. And if you don't believe me, go to gym and start stalking few people and see how they look like today and 3 months later. They look the same, right? The reason for that is they're not burning enough calories.